morning, guys. So ignore my wet hair. I just took a shower and I haven't had a chance to brush it out yet, but I am about to do my bedding laundry. I try and do this every other week, just, you know, strip all the pillowcases, fitted sheet, comforter cover, and whatever, but I really quickly wanted to ask your guys' help or advice or whatever on my duvet cover, because we have I feel like a lot of people probably have this problem, but we've gone through 2 duvet covers right now, and the first one, you guys know, just like was a complete trash. We got it from Target, and like after like a couple washes, it completely ripped like at the seams at the bottom from like the washing machine. So we got rid of that one and got this one from Amazon. We really like it because it's like a really soft, kind of almost microfibery material, and it's really, really soft and nice to sleep with. But we still end up with the problem of like the actual duvet inside the cover falls down. So like basically this is where the top of the duvet is, and then there's like all this, you know, fabric that's just cover. And so obviously we're not ended up, you know, when we're sleeping, it's not like covering us all the way, and it's just really annoying. It doesn't look that great. So I think our actual like duvet insert is from Pottery Barn, and I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, there's like, well, first of all, each corner does have a tie to keep the corners, like, you know, of the duvet and the duvet cover connected. But obviously just those 4 aren't doing the trick of keeping the duvet in place. And I think our actual duvet insert does have another tie thing in the center of the top and bottom, which I think would be really helpful to kind of keep it a little more secure and in place. I don't really feel like buying a Pottery Barn duvet cover because Pottery Barn's expensive. And yeah, but my question is, do you guys have any tips or suggestions that we could do to make this work? Obviously we don't want to just like sew it in there because I washed my duvet cover, and I don't want to use like safety pins or something because I feel like that would rip. I'm not as concerned about the cover since it was a pretty cheap one from Amazon, but I don't want to rip our nice Pottery Barn duvet. But yeah, so I don't want to use like safety pins or anything like that that's not like kind of built into it already. So my second question is, do you guys have a duvet cover that you absolutely love that, you know, keeps your duvet nice and in place, has the like, you know, 5 or 6 connecting points around or whatever to, you know, hold the duvet cover and duvet together? Yeah, it's just something that we've been struggling with, and I would love to get your guys' input if you have anything that you could help us with. I also did really want to quickly give a shout out to our fitted sheets, because we actually looked for a while for these and absolutely love them, and they're from Target, and they're not too expensive, but they are amazing. So we have a pretty like deep, thick mattress, like that whole thing is mattress, and then obviously that's our box spring, but so every other fitted sheet we've tried always would like, it just wouldn't stay on. It would like slip up, the whole like the elastic band would like be coming up, or the corners would come unslipped, and it just like, they wouldn't stay on because our mattress was too big. So these actually have a really awesome design. So this is the corner that goes, you know, right here on your mattress, and then this goes down the side. This piece of elastic, it's just like a little strip, kind of goes right there at that corner to hold it in place, and then this whole thing goes under the mattress to actually like secure it and keep it under the mattress, and it's phenomenal. We have never had a problem with these fitted sheets, like, you know, slipping off our mattress or coming, you know, undone or out of place or anything, and we love them. And an additional fun little feature is that they actually label each side of the sheet. Let me see if I can get it focused for you guys there. It's pretty shiny. There you go. So that says side right there, and then let me see if I can find another one. And so obviously both sides are labeled side, and then the other 2 sides say top or bottom. So you always know which way is up, which if you're dealing with a fitted sheet, having kind of directions like that is super crucial. And yeah, we absolutely love this fitted sheet. I'll try my best to link it in the description box below, but like I said, it's at Target and shouldn't be too hard to find if you go look for it. And as you can see, they're easy enough to put on that I can actually just do it all by myself, which is just so convenient. So I don't have to, you know, enlist Miles' help. I can just change, whoops, sorry, I'm trying to take all this down. to the basement to wash them. But yeah, I don't need Miles's help. I can just put it on, which just, it's so super convenient and makes things a whole lot easier. And I cannot say enough good things about these fitted sheets. We have 2 of them now, but definitely plan to get more in the future. It's a silly thing to be so excited about, but it just makes life so much easier. So last night I mentioned that Miles and I had found another potential donor that we're really interested in possibly pursuing and using as our donor, and so I wanted to kind of just sit down and chat with you guys a little bit about that. So it was definitely, like I talked to you guys about before, it was hard having to realize that once I got my CMV negative, like, diagnosis, I guess, or whatever, that we would have to change from our previous donor that we had decided on. But I did do like a lot of research, and I'm in like a donor Facebook group, and so I asked all of those people in there if they had any experience with also being diagnosed CMV negative, and they had a lot of helpful things to say, and so we did ultimately decide that it was, excuse me, I'm talking, that it was the safest thing for our child and just the best way to proceed. So we just decided to, again, go back to the drawing board and find a new donor that was also CMV negative so that we wouldn't risk that. And so for a while, originally, the original donor we chose with like a smaller nonprofit sperm bank that we really, really liked. They even, like, on all the forms that they had boxes to, for like Miles's, identity, like they had trans that you could check as a box, and they also asked preferred pronouns for all of us. They have trans resources on their website, and so it just really, I mean, it's really important to see, especially because, you know, while LGBT, you know, and like lesbians or just gay men are definitely more and more being visibly recognized on sites like that, I still feel very rare for, you know, trans couples to be recognized and acknowledged and, you know, included. So yeah, it meant a lot to us that they are actively supportive and helpful and respectful in that regard. So I really liked that sperm bank. The other thing I really liked about them was the fact that they limit donor families to 10 families per donor, which I have come to realize over this process of, you know, figuring out who we want to be a donor and, you know, what is really actually important to us, that the number of donor siblings possible is really important to me. So a lot of the other sperm banks would limit 25 families per donor, which if each family had 2 kids, that's 50 siblings, or donor siblings, or Diblings, as our the social worker that we saw the other day, he called them Diblings, which I thought was hilarious. Yeah, which I don't know, I'm just not that comfortable with. The fact that our child will have donor siblings out there is something that I definitely have been personally struggling with and have had a difficult time really, I guess, coming around to being, you know, comfortable with, because, I don't know, like, you know, normal, and I say, you know, normal because I guess typical is a better word for that, but typical families don't have to worry about their children having other siblings just out in the world. And Miles and I just want as close to a typical family as we can. We want to be the parents. Obviously, we have chosen an open donor because we feel that's important to give our child the opportunity to know where they came from. However, we didn't choose a known donor because we didn't want the donor as a part of their life, or, you know, raising our child with us, obviously. So, again, it makes me a little uncomfortable having, you know, my kid have our children having other family members out there. And I've come, you know, I did a lot of soul searching and a lot of thinking about this topic since I knew this was kind of a sore point for me. And the difference between having a 10 family limit versus a 25 family limit is very important to me. I think I did forget to mention this. Why we started considering the other sperm banks again was because they do have a wider pool of donors, and being CMV negative, our, you know, list of possibilities had become reduced, obviously, and so we were trying to see if maybe we wanted to, you know, look in a wider pool of donors to find the one that we liked. But I did actually end up signing up with another site and looking through it. I just didn't click with any of the other donors on the other sites, and so we did actually revert back to our original bank because, like I said, it's just, I'm a lot more comfortable with the thought of having just a smaller community of donor siblings rather than just like a vast, huge network of possible other relatives out there. Because I also, again, like I said, I'm in a donor Facebook group, and, you know, some of them say that they have Facebook groups with all of their, you know, donor siblings and their families, and so where they can kind of connect and share pictures and, you know, the growing up of their children and stuff, and maybe even meet up in person sometimes. And I think, because I do think potentially it could be a really cool, fun, unique experience for our children to have these other half siblings out there. And I am working to get over my discomfort with the whole idea of it, in case that is something that they want to pursue, because obviously I just want what's best for my child, and if they would like to, you know, explore that part of them, who am I to stop them? But, yeah, so again, and I've just heard about people where they started out with a small group of donor sibling families, and then, you know, they were kind of close and really friendly, and then, you know, more and more people would join as more people used that donor or whatever, and then, that's Miles, I'll call him back in just 1 second, I'm almost finished ranting. But then, you know, more and more people would join that, you know, little network of donor recipients, I guess, and, you know, it would start causing drama, and it's just, you know, adding more people into a mix, no matter what it's about, it's just gonna, you know, be a little more chaotic and less close-knit. And so I think the thing that will make it easier for me to kind of become comfortable with that whole idea is having the possibility of having a closer-knit community and group rather than a huge pool of people out there. So Dakota's even bored with me. I've talked on for 6.5 minutes. Miles called me. I'm gonna shut up now. But those are just a few of my thoughts on the subject now, and yeah, I would love to know if you have any questions. I'm always open to answering questions. I'm trying to be really honest about this whole process with me, or with you guys, sorry. But yeah, so if you want to know anything more, just let me know in the comments below, and yeah, I'll do my best to answer them. Okay, so Miles got home, and we are actually grilling those steaks that we got from Aldi's the other day that are like wrapped in bacon, and I'm so excited. They look so good, and hopefully they are yummy. Sorry, that's my mom. But yeah, Dakota and I are heading out back to hang out with him while he grills. So we just had like the most relaxing, like maybe hour and a half or so while Miles was grilling dinner, and I decided not to vlog it just so I could really be fully present with my family and relax and enjoy the evening. And it was so, so nice. The weather was amazing today. It was like, you know, warm but still a little cool, so it wasn't uncomfortable. It wasn't buggy at all out tonight. It was so amazing and just so peaceful, especially like once the sun set. We were we were out there kind of late. I think it's like 9 o'clock now. Yeah, it's 9:09, so it's a little late, but it was just so nice once the sun set, like kind of hearing all the nightlife, making the, you know, nature sounds around us. We had Jeremy Loops playing on Miles's phone. He was grilling. We were just relaxing. Dakota was like literally sleeping in my arms the entire time we were outside. It was just so nice. And sometimes, we were talking about this, sometimes it just still like blows our mind that we have a house and we're hanging out like in our backyard, and it's just such a surreal, amazing feeling. And it was just such a nice evening. But to top it off, we are now eating dinner, and Munchkin just got her dinner, but oh my gosh, it looks so good. I'm gonna stuff my face. So here is what Miles grilled us up for dinner tonight, and doesn't this look just phenomenal? I'm so excited. So we have, what kind of steak is this? Do you know? No. It's like, it might be a tenderloin. I have no idea, but it's steak wrapped in bacon, and then potato wedges, corn on the cob, and then zucchini, and all of this was grilled, and it looks so amazing. I was seriously waiting there, like, not so patiently waiting for it to be done, like, while he was grilling it the whole time. I was just so excited to eat it. It looks so good, and I cannot wait to dig in. You wanna come here? Come on. Hi, baby. You gotta sit down, though. Come here. Hey guys, so it's the next day, and we actually ended up hanging out with our neighbors last night. So after we ate dinner, we just watched an episode of Scandal and then went outside and hung out with them for the evening. It'd been a while since we did porch drinks, so it was really fun to kind of catch up with them and just have a really nice, relaxing Friday evening. And it's always so nice, like, being able to, like, hang out and do something and then not have to drive home. You just walk literally next door, and, like, it's really nice. So that was a whole lot of fun hanging out with them. And I also wanted to share, Miles got some pretty exciting news last night, so I wanted him to share with you.
Oh, I'm so tired still.
Are you ready?
No.
No?
No.
Alright, well, stay tuned tomorrow. Sorry for that teaser. He was all set to do it last night, but then I guess he's too tired this morning. So yeah, stay tuned tomorrow. We have some pretty exciting news for him, but...
I'll tell it.
Okay, good. I don't like being that person like, oh, watch tomorrow.
So basically I've been talking to, like, I think they're, like, the broker for work for, like, health insurance. And I've been working with her, and she's
Ever since
I was told that my insurance wouldn't cover my top surgery.
Told by Hopkins, the doctors there.
And so she's been talking to the health insurance company, and the health insurance company looked up the call from when Hopkins called to my insurance to ask about if it was covered, and everything should be covered according to my insurance and this woman. And she sent me, like, this document about, like, you know, what Cigna covers, and, like, also it looks like she gave the wrong code.
The woman from Hopkins.
Yeah, for what surgery I was getting done. But regardless, all they said was, I mean, it's covered
just need, like,
as long
additional letter of
as the
support.
requirements are met. Like the pre-requirements. And so, I don't know. So Monday I'm going to call back with this information. Yeah. And hopefully, you know,
call Hopkins back to kind of be like, hey, so I've been talking to my insurance company, and they actually said it's, like, really covered, so...
Yeah, so...
It's still not, like, 100% finalized, but I feel pretty confident.
Yeah,
like,
I do too.
Especially, like, the insurance woman at your work, like, actually sent over, like, documents from Cigna saying, like, you know, this is what this surgery is, this is the code for it, it's covered, like, you know, and says the list of requirements, which you already all check off, and, like, yeah, so we're pretty sure his top surgery is going to be completely covered, which is just so beyond exciting, so we're very
I'd be more
excited,
but I'm tired.
I know, yeah, sorry, I thought you were ready to talk about it, but thank you.
And my legs are hairy.
Yes, they are.
Merrit told me I finally had man hair instead of just...
He does,
She said your legs finally look like man legs instead of just a woman who stopped shaving.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, thanks, babe.
Well, because they're getting, like, it's, like, darker and thicker hair now. It's not as, like, just light. I think it is longer, too. But, yeah, it's definitely looking like... I mean, I'll hold back from actually showing you guys his hairy man legs, but...
Okay.
Yeah, alright, we're gonna end this here before it gets really weird. So I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night!